Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hello to anyone who might be here. I'm gonna resize actually the game here on screen, or maybe just me. I don't know. I don't really want so much of my camera cutting across the game here. How's it going, Super Neku? I'll do this for a second while some people pop on in. I know I started a few minutes late, so thank you for swinging by. Even though I'm here just a little bitty baby bit late. We're starting a new game today. That's the fun news. Starting something new. We finished Final Fantasy II on Monday, which means it's time to move on to new stuff. There we go. It's not exactly centered now, but you know what? It's fine. It's good enough, I guess. Hey, Final Fantasy Legend. But yeah, this did get a release. Was it only on Switch? It was digital only though, right? Legend 1, 2, and 3 in the last few years got re-released, which is very cool that you can still kind of access these games on current gen technology. The reason why I'm not using that, because they look almost exactly the same as they did on Game Boy. If you look at the title screen of that re-release, there's like a warning, much like Warner Brothers used to put out a warning in front of certain like Looney Tunes cartoons. They say, oh, these games have largely remained intact, but we made like some minor changes because of the times or whatever. And I'm not exactly certain what they thought needed to change. And because I'm trying to play it as it was presented in 1989, I just kind of figured, well, I'll stick with the original version of this game. I have it in a box somewhere over on my shelf right now, the original Game Boy game. Booklet and everything. I'm so glad I still have that lying around. But yeah, we're gonna do the Game Boy version. This is emulated right now. I'm obviously not streaming it directly off of my Game Boy, but yeah. I'll go ahead and bring the music on in. Let's unpause this sucker. Missed like the first note of it. Turn it down a little even, maybe. Yeah, let's turn it down. It's just gonna be screaming. High-pitched bleeps. But yeah, you typed in Game Boy because this game is a Game Boy game. I understand that. This game is very interesting because, yes, it was marketed as a Final Fantasy spin-off, but to be very fair and very specific, it very technically is not, so I probably could have skipped over it, but I decided, well, it was marketed as such, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it its shot in our chronological streaming and release order of Final Fantasy games. This came out not too long after Final Fantasy II, but before Final Fantasy III. It's the same director as Final Fantasy II, and this of course starts the Saga franchise. It's not really a Final Fantasy game. It is the first of the now long ongoing Saga franchise. We do have Nobuo Uematsu of Final Fantasy fame doing the soundtrack for this game, so that at least is some other level of familiarity there. So, if nothing else, banger Game Boy soundtrack. I think I might have missed, in the last few days, I somehow missed Jesus and Friends, Russell Mopar, and Billy M. Moon followed, and I figured I would want to go ahead and make sure I shouted them out just because I see them in my activity feed in the last couple of days. Is it still loud? I'll turn it down more. Yeah, I'll turn it down to like halfway. Because Game Boy for sure, the sound is way more harsh than it is on the NES. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It has been said that the tower in the center of the world is connected to paradise. Dreaming of a life in paradise, many have challenged the secret of the tower, but no one knows what became of them. Now, there is another who will brave the adventure. I'm gonna start with a human. There's just... It has been many a year since I played this game. Not since I was a kid. If you want to advance, choose members at the guild. Which, yeah, we need to go get 3 more party members. We don't need to stay at the inn. Here's our guild. Where? Okay. I'm gonna do another human. Do races have different stats? They're very different from each other. And in fact, so monsters have to eat meat in order to change and evolve, and frankly, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a little too complicated. I don't really want to mess with that. I'm probably going to go for mutants. I'm probably gonna do 2 humans and 2 mutants. Let's call this guy, I don't think there were ever like standard like canon names for any of these characters. Yeah, the monster mutation system, like you'll fight other monsters, and if you've got a monster in your party and you defeat a monster, the monster will leave behind some meat, and then the monster in your party can eat the meat, and then it'll change, and like you gotta be careful what monster meat you eat and when, and like I don't really want to think about it. I don't really want to. No, and I'm just gonna call this guy Dude. Am I boring? Yes, I am. I'm gonna get me a mutant dude. And we're gonna call him... I don't know, Bark? I'm not super creative here, okay? And I'm gonna get a mutant lady. And I'm gonna call her... What do we call her, team? What do we call her? I'm gonna call her... I would call her a rogue if we had enough space. I don't think we have 5 characters. I think we can only choose 4. I'm gonna go with Len. Yeah, we can only choose 4 characters. That's her name. Her name is now Len. I don't know. I don't have a good idea. Now we outfit them for battle, but we have no gold. If we go northeast and talk to the person on the left... Who are you? This tower leads to paradise. Yeah, so this tower is very important. We're gonna be climbing this tower for the majority of this game. Where did Len come from? I'm trying to remember. Well, there's a Ren or a Len in, No, I'm thinking of Reen in Fist of the North Star. There is another town in the southeast. I don't know if we'll go the full 3 hours today. Once you leave town, it's a savage land. Oh, that's our guy we gotta go talk to. I think. And all this stuff is expensive, and we have 0 GP. So, never mind, I guess. Our humans are only going to be able to get stronger thanks to the strong and the agility and the 200 HP, yeah, progression is kind of strange in this game. Yeah, maybe from 10-2, I don't know. Galaxy movie trailer? Oh shoot, did they put out, like, some new did something happen today that I missed? It's entirely possible I missed something today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm using a guide, so, fight until we've gained enough gold. That is basically what we're gonna be doing. I'm just gonna walk back and forth here for a second. I don't want to go terribly far. Hey, 40 GP real fast. Voice actor announcements for Rosalina and Bowser Jr. Okay. Heck yeah, Saga! The very first Saga. Give me some more enemies. I'm gonna need this money. I understand that this game actually was inspiration for Pokemon, at least as far as presentation on Game Boy is concerned. Probably not, like, clearly not in monster collection, aside from the fact that you can, you know, choose some monsters and transform some monsters. They're obviously not the same game, right? But, like, this game is way harder, too. Underrated Uematsu soundtrack, too. Cute victory music. We got 120 GP right now. I need to go get my eye on exactly how much money we need for some better equipment. What are we looking at? We're trying to obtain. I could get a longsword right now, or axes, rapiers, this guide is suggesting getting rapiers for everybody. His opinion is that it's the best weapons to begin with, and then keep fighting outside until you've got enough money to get the gold armor and the gold gauntlets. And monsters can't equip armor or weapons, so we would have been a little boned there. It would also be nice to get somebody some magic here. ice and electric. No worries, Katie. I was also a bit late, so it's all good. Go run around that side a bit. How much money we got? 160. Oh, I should save. Saving would be smart. I think this game lets you save anywhere. So, that's some good news. We are not going to be worrying at all about, are we gonna be able to save when we're inside a dungeon or something? The answer is yes. We can save all the time. Somebody fight me! I need money! Fight me! Yeah, I think that's going to be my biggest hindrance here, is just the grind, and a lot of it's just for the money, because you're not really grinding for stat. Is it the mutants that over time they will evolve, but humans you gotta go and buy shit for them? This game really counts on you having, like, really read through the manual. I'm realizing one of my dudes is probably gonna die if I don't get him to the end real fast. Okay. It'll cost me 38 GP. Blug. Bye-bye. And now I've got 202 GP. What are we trying to buy? We're trying to buy this gold. We can buy one person some gold armor. You get gold. Let's do that. Who gets it? Let's equip Mars with the gold. For now, dude can have this bronze. You got nothing? And you've got a rapier. Poor dude has been swinging with nothing. Just no weapons. Actually, both of our humans have been swinging with no weapons. I understand why the guy said, buy rapiers for everybody. I guess I better do that. I was like, no, I know better than the guy who wrote the guide. That is not true. Well, no, I had a saber. But this guy had nothing. But that's better. The good news, too, is that, we can see the attack numbers, which we could not see in Final Fantasy II. I did name these characters, yeah. The stereo soundtrack is very, very good. Hammer of 45. We can do this hammer of 47. I don't... Shoot. Do the weapons degrade? This hammer is 45. Dude did replace Guy. That is very, very true. 7-day streak? Pretty good. Thank you for coming back. It's encouraged me to keep coming back, too. For my own 7-day streak, which, you know, is every other day, but still. We're gonna be doing this for a while, unfortunately. Stop biting. Quit it. Why does it seem like me having switched these weapons has just made this worse? Rapier's not doing any damage. This guy said, oh, use a rapier. I think that's the best weapon at the beginning of the game. And like, wow, what the heck happened there? What even happened? I might go back and use the saber, cause what the heck? Explain this. Use a rapier instead, I guess. Hammer is not coming up in her... Wait, what is my... Yeah, my health kind of sucks, admittedly, right now. Does damage based on agility. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to raise some agility. You're at the Alamo right now? Go enjoy the Alamo! I appreciate you being here. I want to make sure I mention I appreciate you being here. But enjoy the Alamo while you're by the Alamo. I guess I better go sleep at the inn again. This is gonna make this very difficult, to earn money. I'm already struggling because, what am I, maybe I should be looking at abilities? I don't know. Abilities and equip look like the same thing to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What if I just equip this person with every weapon? What if I did that? A Game Genie made for a Game Boy? I have never Game Genied anything in my life. Yeah, humans will take pretty much anything. Monsters, you can't equip them with anything, which is why I did not choose monsters. Monsters were just a headache I did not want to have to deal with. I don't know what to do, cause like we're just gonna be losing GP on going back to the inn a whole bunch. They take anything because it briefly cheers them up. Oh no, that's very sad. What if I unequipped the hammer and... Well, I'll give you back the rapier, but what if I... I don't know what to do. She can't put anything in these spots. I need more GP than this. And pretty soon, I'm really gonna have to start thinking about buying upgrades for the humans. Because we can't keep doing this. Look, meat of the goblin. Nobody can eat it. But we got 40 GP for it. How much total GP do we have? And we need how much for better armor? $150. Ugh. We're gonna be doing this for a while if I can't keep my character's health up to get through battle to get the money. Hey there, well thank you for swinging by. I haven't played this since I was a kid, and I admittedly don't know what I'm doing totally. So... fight around outside to get gold armor and gold gauntlets. That's all the guide suggests, which is fine with me, I guess. The bite damage is not super good. Yeah, once the mutants start learning stuff and gaining stats, for sure, that was my memory of things, was like, oh, my mutants are really saving my whole party. That was my last memory of it. I forget how long it takes for any of that to happen, though. Boy, they're not doing, like, any damage to this lizard. Thank you. Golly. I haven't saved in a while, and it's largely because I haven't felt like I've made a big dent in anything. I'm gonna buy another gold thingy. You get gold thingy. And then equip this guy with gold thingy. You really can't equip any of this at all, huh? What you do decides for them. Yeah, for sure. I guess I'll go ahead and save. I've only got 25 GP. Don't have enough to get them to heal, so, I'm gonna take that off. I'll give him rapier instead of hammer. Maybe that'll make a difference. After this next fight, I'm definitely gonna need the inn. Ooh. Ooh. So, boy, I feel like I should not have listened to this guide at all, because guide said, hey, give everybody a rapier, and my male human is doing no damage with the rapier at all whatsoever. And now my humans, one of my humans are dead. I feel like we've already lost this game right at the beginning, to be straight up with you. Caterpillar, hello, thank you for the follow. Yeah, rapiers are based on agility. I don't have money for a longsword. I now have no abilities. Like, oh, my rapier was like way down there at the bottom. Oh, what the fuck? Why was rapier so far down? You know what? Can I reload? 'Cause reload from where I last saved, 'cause that whole time there was like more menu down there. It's a little funny. A little bit funny. I guess continue. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll stream this today, because I feel like there's just kind of a lot of this going on. Way down here. Way down here, actually, there's more shit. I'll have to go in and re-equip that rapier in a little bit. Unfortunately, our male human still has this rapier right now, so I don't know if we'll get out of this fight. Okay, we got out of the fight, at least. So, okay, let's change the equipment a little bit. Rapier, not good for male human right now. Stick with the saber, I suppose. I really can't equip you with... Okay, here. Rapier instead. Let's try that. Let's try that. I'll go back into town. I'll go to the inn. No, I just didn't know where my equipment was going, where it was getting equipped to. I wasn't trying to do anything with it. I just felt like equipping things was strange. Realize I'm 39 years old, and I have not played this since I actually was actively playing my Game Boy as a child, alright, so... quite a big swing of damage there. There we go. That's a little more like it. The way that abilities and weapons sit in your command menu is a little strange. The music is good. It's all Uematsu music too, so, you know... Uematsu was doing some work. Bye-bye. Out of curiosity... Like, we've equipped this gold instead of this bronze. Can mutants just not wear armor? There's just nothing they can do about it? They just don't wear armor? Mutants can wear armor? Then why I not able to push armor into inventory? Top 4 are reserved for their rando abilities. So, okay. Still not sure why I was not able to get a piece of armor onto them. So, like, look, it's not, I can't, okay, way the fuck down here, I guess? They can sit it way down, none of this makes sense to me, the, order in which you put shit. I guess I just don't have another armor to give this guy. Guess I'll go get one. How much health do I have right now? Fine enough. I'll go get somebody else some armor. Oh, I don't have enough. Damn it! Okay. I'll go back outside, I guess. This is gonna be this whole stream. Me running around outside, and then getting gold, but not getting enough gold to get armor, and really only getting enough gold to go and heal. Like, this is just... Most of this game is going to be played not live. I'll like, run around and get enough gold eventually on my own free time to get equipment and shit, and then come back and be like, hey, so you weren't here, but I got all this equipment. That's how most of this is gonna go. It's clunky. The Saga games get better than this. They really do. I promise. Okay, how's our health? I could maybe risk one more fight. Yeah, if all our characters started looking like Steiner by the end of this, that'd be very good. No, I don't want to use mirror. Thank you, go away. 180 right now. Let's go get another piece of armor. Yeah, that's where I wish they were sitting. It was a little confusing for a second, like which ones of these are abilities and which ones of these are armor? It was a little difficult to tell. Alright, here you go, buddy. Actually get a little bit of defense there. Just a little bitty baby bit. How much does it take to heal now? Just barely don't have enough money to heal. This is gonna take so long. Supposedly the game, like, really is only about an 11-hour experience. I'm assuming most of that is running around and getting into fights. I assume that's the majority of it. Because this is very dull right here. Yeah, nobody can claim that you just bought this game and then finished it too soon after buying it. Boy, I hope this lizard does not murder one of my guys. Okay, thank God. Do we have enough money to heal up now? Is the question. Thankfully, yes. Yikes, this game. Unfortunately, there's only one save slot. I should probably actually start save stating. I wouldn't usually say that, but you're only giving me one choice here. We need other armor. I don't know how it is that we're going to get enough money to pay for better armor. I do have a tendency to grind a lot. I enjoy grinding, actually. The only problem is just during live streams. I feel like grinding isn't super fun to watch because I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again. How is our health? I'm wondering if I should go to the inn after, like, every battle to spend minimum GP. That might be the answer for a little bit. I really wish I was fighting something other than lizards. Does the male human just have no agility? What am I supposed to do? I guess I gotta go buy him some agility, cause like he ain't doing shit. Final Fantasy VII isn't even the grindiest of the grindy, you know, but it's, I mean, it's true. Most of the turn-based games, you rely a lot on the grind. Which I am very fine with. I'm very much okay with that. This is far more of a steep grind than that. How much does raising a human stat cost? Let me go back to the items and stuff. In fact, what does this guy even sell? Here's our strong, our agility. It's gonna cost 300, and it takes so much. The monster designs are very, very good. I do like the monster designs. Are both of these dudes just the same? No. Either way, I need 300 GP. Yeah, we need higher level of mobs, but at the same time, if I go to higher level of mobs without having the proper equipment, I'm just gonna die. So, oh my god, get out of my way. So I'm in kind of an unfortunate loop here, where I'm just gonna have to keep fighting this damn lizard, but I don't have a weapon that is appropriate or enough agility. The whole thing is just a war of attrition, is what it feels like. Yeah, I can't afford to move on for a while. I remember, I had nearly beaten this game when I was much younger. I feel like I reached a point where I wasn't sure what to do anymore. I'm not really sure why it was I got confused after a while. Get out of here. Yeah, at least the espers are improving. At some point, you'll notice it happen. I'm not sure when, but it'll happen eventually. Yeah, I guess after each fight, I'm just gonna go back to the inn. It sucks to watch that money disappear, but it seems to be working for me incrementally a little bit better than waiting every couple of fights until, oh, I'm getting close to death, I better go and heal now. The lizard doesn't seem that tough, but I am struggling with my male human here, my dude, this guy right here, and his weapons just kind of bouncing off. Like, he seems to specifically be my problem right now. Who wants to eat this meat and have it do absolutely nothing? Yeah, what do I need to do to get them to have their HP go up? Is there a certain thing, like an ability that I'm not using, or an action that I'm not doing? You do have to buy HP for the humans. The humans are the ones you have to buy the stats for. But the bottom two characters are mutants. They're not humans. Win fights and be lucky. Sure is what it feels like. Because it's true. And pretty soon, I'm gonna have to buy new weapons, too, on top of that. I guess that's why you would buy more rapiers, they're cheaper. 150 GP now. That's something. I'll save again. This seems to be working in small increments. Oop. I bet it is that they have to be hit, because that would be a lot like Final Fantasy II, in which your HP goes up if you get hit. I bet it's that. I don't know why he keeps going after my first character here, my female human. Is it just because the female human is the first one in the list? Is there a reason? Like, are we stacked in a row? What is going on here? Look, he is only attacking the first character in the list. Yeah. Can I switch up the makeup of my party? Is that a thing I can do? Who wants to eat this meat and do nothing? Yeah. I could have them not eat the meat. That is also a possibility. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna change my party makeup a little bit. Let's heal a little bit. How do I switch? The select button. The select button. Okay. I'm gonna move. Although Len did have some HP go up, let's move Bark up to the top for a second here, which could be very dangerous. But I'm gonna try it for a second. Okay, hold on. Let's see what happens. Phew, I hope he's gonna be okay. How's he doing now? I mean, he's hurt. I mean, let's just have that happen a few times then and see what our results are. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to buy ice and lightning and stuff. This is just, it's going to be a very long grind just for the money in order to accomplish anything I want to do. That's all it is. Poor buddy. He's gonna have to get himself hurt a little bit if he wants to improve. Ah, shit! We got Ashigaru? Ashigaru is probably what they mean. Hey, gshow.org. Ashigaru? Common foot soldier. I knew that was related to samurai, but, common foot soldier from feudal Japan. Samurai of the lowest rank. Don't ever say I never taught you anything while watching these streams. I've taught you about the Ashigaru. Read more about this. Were foot soldiers who were employed by the samurai class of feudal Japan. The first known reference to Ashigaru was in the 1300s, but it was during the Ashikaga shogunate Muromachi period that the use of Ashigaru became prevalent by various warring factions. Tax collectors? Maybe. Failure samurai. Yeah, sounds about correct to me. Okay, I have no idea how good we're gonna be against him, but surely it's not that bad if he's right here in the... Oh, Katana. Oh, boy. At least, you know what? It looks like, our male, mutant learned this armor ability. If nothing else, right? Yeah, I don't know when armor got there. That must have been in the last battle. Cool! He learned something. His HP didn't go up, but he learned something. Len, on the other hand, does not learn shit. She's not learned anything. Go heal up, buddy. We have 225 GP. That's more than I thought we were gonna have. Thought we were never gonna get past 100, but, we're okay. We're a little okay-ish. Yeah, I'm very confused why it is that our human dude, named Dude, is just, he's not accomplishing anything. Oh, okay. No, we will not eat the meat. Fine, we won't eat the meat. As soon as Len learns fucking anything. Oh, just wait, she's got potential. Oh, hey, we got more new enemies though, maybe because our mutants changed slightly. In fact, do we have 2 skeletons? Is that what that 2 means? Or is his name Skeleton 2? Oh, hey! Len learned armor! Ow! Stop it! Yeah, we've got 2 skeletons. Okay, so... Skelly boy. I hope we live, because... this is not great. Yee. Okay. They're giving better gold, too. GP. They're giving better GP. Let's go rest. Hey, 325 GP now. So, yeah, I guess now that our mutants have evolved a little bit, not by much, but by a little bit. Now that they've evolved a little bit, we're getting new enemies. I really need to figure out what the fuck is going on with our human who is not hitting anything. So as much as I would like to buy some armor, I'm going to buy agility. And I'm gonna give it... Right? This is how this works. If I... agility... our human dude... I hope that has done something. Bro, I'm trying. He's just asleep at the wheel. Okay. Please. Hey, a zombie. That's different. Hey! He hit something! He hit something! That was the answer. Was his agility 0? What the fuck happened? What? Genuinely, what happened? I really need to know. Hey! Bark's HP went up. Revolutionary. We're gonna be here forever. This is a little funny. Okay, I'll aim for those pieces of armor next. Good thing this is Uematsu music. No, not the mirror, not the mirror. Don't hit me. Oh, shoot. I've got no more swings of weapons anymore. Gotta equip a different weapon. You need a hammer, I guess? Use a hammer for a second. We're eventually going to have to go buy some shitty rapiers again. Guess I'll save again. I know, like, I think by the time we get to Final Fantasy IV, and I'm really debating here, okay? I'm debating whether or not to play the original American release of Final Fantasy IV, which is what Final Fantasy II, but it was nerfed a bit. You know, they made Final Fantasy IV, they based Final Fantasy IV Easy type on the American release of Final Fantasy IV, so I'm wondering, I go look for some other version? I don't know what to do once I get there. Oh, I learned Barrier! Oh shit! I don't even know when that happened, I guess after the last battle. It does skip the grind a bit, but it also, like, breaks some abilities, the American version of Final Fantasy IV. See, now I'm attacking with this hammer and doing nothing, so, maybe my other human also needs some agility. I'm not sure if they're just not compatible with the hammer. I mean, that's entirely possible. How's it going, NSM? I'm pretty sick of the lizards, though. I think the lizards are kind of getting in the way of a lot here. Hydrate? Thank you. Stop biting. Quit it. Go heal again. Oh no more lizards. Give me more zombies. The zombies are good. I like the zombies. We're almost halfway to a piece of armor. Of course, I'm gonna have to dip into that money to get more rapiers, I guess. Come out! Thank you. Lizards! I'm sick of you! Oh my god! I should just go and buy another rapier because clearly the hammer is accomplishing nothing. Oh, thankfully he didn't mess with me that much. So, I guess, yeah, screw it. Before I waste this hammer too much more, maybe somebody can use it, but... Go buy something else. Here you go, I guess. The Bomb Gaming, hello! You do a solo human run, oh my gosh. That must be a very uphill start of your game. Because even doing this with 4 characters feels a little rough. What up? Well, I haven't played this in like probably pushing 30 years, so I remember a lot of car rides with my Game Boy and this game, and I've got extraordinarily little memory of how to beat it, other than I could not get my brain wrapped around how to evolve monsters very well, which I fully understand involved eating, and I didn't know when I should eat, what monsters I should eat. Sure, there's guides now that'll help you through that stuff, but I probably could have, like, looked it up now and picked a pretty good route for the monsters, but I decided to just not really mess with it this time. Okay, let's go heal up a little bit. We're getting close to finally being able to buy armor now, though. Give me just 1 second here. I'm gonna mute real fast. We've hit about the 1 hour mark, and that's where my nose starts to try to protect me from talking as long as I've been talking. So, every so often, I might need to go and clear throat and nose a little bitty bit. But aside from that, it's not really like I'm sick. This is just a natural occurrence of what happens to me when I stream. I hear 2 humans, 1 mutant, 1 monster is pretty common. So, that sounds like a pretty safe setup. Alright, we're gonna have to buy yet another weapon here pretty soon. Like, maybe even 2 more. Oh, I should get 3 more. But sure enough now rapiers seem to be doing it. I don't know what the hell was wrong with my male human at first. Oh, I'm realizing. Our boy Bark, this was a little while ago. I saw it and I didn't think about it. His health went up to 50 HP. So let's cycle Len up to the front now. There you go. Yeah. Let's try that. Alright, if she gets hit a little bit, we can expect her health to go up. Gas? When did he learn gas? Hey, what does gas do? Does anybody remember? Okay, great. Let me go buy another weapon. Gas is damage. Here you go, Bark, old buddy. It's a group attack. Okay. It might be. It might be just a really noxious fart. I mean, maybe you're not a child now, but this is clearly a game for children. Mostly. You're gonna go fight God eventually, and I think God got relocalized to, what, Creator or something? Which, let's just be fair, that's just God. Somebody did some pretty good damage there a second ago. Was that our mutant guy? Oh, I gotta go buy another weapon. Was that Bark? Did Bark deal this big damage? He did. Bark's got some good attack power right now. God became Odin? Anything to avoid association with the one true Christian God, right? I think I have to go buy 2 more weapons, right? Like, he's out of weapon uses, and I think so is Len. Oh, she's got like 1 more use. So let's buy 2 more. Unfortunate that I gotta use all this GP, but fine. Hi, Cat. You want to come up where everybody can see you today? You want to come up? Come on up. Let everybody look at you. Come over here. Come on now. Everybody loves looking at you. Let me put her other one down here. There we go. Ready to go for the next battle. Cat, don't make me have to just pick you up to show you off. You hate being picked up. I know you do. Ha-ha! Come over here. Come here. What are you doing, huh? Look at me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Haha! Ashigaru, remember, is a really shitty samurai. Here's my girl. At least this guy will give, he only gives 40 GP. Thought he did better than that. Oh well. Give the cats a treat. Here's one for you. Oh, the other cat's coming. Here she comes. Come on. There she is. Hi. Good girls. Yeah. People on the internet love you, babies. Good girls. Good girls. Heal on up. We're getting closer to being able to buy one piece of armor. One. Oh my god. This camera's all loose. Let's do that. Hydrate, thank you. Alright. Goblin time. Yeah, that was pretty good. Hey, we can go buy some armor. Right? Nobody's hurt, right? Yeah, let's go get armor. Okay. 1 piece of gold armor. 1 piece. We'll give it to... Well, Len, since you're right up front right now. There you go. I guess I'll save for now. Get back out there. Start planning. For another piece of armor. We're making a little bit of progress, which doesn't look like much because we're exactly where we started over an hour ago, but it's fine. We're good. We're doing well. One Piece spoilers in this Game Boy game that came out, like, the better part of a decade before the One Piece manga did. Alright, pretty good now. Our mutants are starting to hit a little hard. Aw. How's our GP? We're at 94. Nobody's hurt. Pretty good. Aw. Pretty done with you lizards, though. Just wait, I'm eventually gonna leave the starting zone. Then we'll see who's laughing. Nobody's laughing. The lizard's not even laughing. Aw, I was getting into it. Big lizards, or king lizards. The monster designs in this game, I actually really like them. Hey, we learned some new shit. They might have been here a few fights ago and I'm just now noticing. But we've learned Barrier and Stench. And a shit ton of ESP, apparently. So what's the difference between Stench and Gas? Oh shit, did I take like one swing and win? How much damage was that? I like looked away for 2 seconds to take a look at the chat. Stench is a debuff? How much? Oh, we're earning that GP now. What kind of a debuff does it do? Does it make him slow? Does it make does it give him less agility? What does it do? I should look this shit up. Oh my god, I'm winning in a single hit now! Man, maybe I should have gone 4 mutants. I don't know. See, now we're doing well. Is anybody even hurt? Okay, Len... Well, she's not even... I don't even know if that counts as hurt. She gained health. Also, Bark over here at some point gained a bunch of HP. Okay, I guess we'll go top that off. See, now we're moving. It took a while. That's a rough start, but now we're moving. Sorita. I love this game. It's certainly a better game once you are not literally right at the very beginning trying to grind out money. I'm still trying to grind out money, but at least I'm not constantly terrified that, oh god, I'm about to die and run out of money and not have enough money to buy another weapon to replace the old weapon. Use their abilities. But I've been gaining HP even without using their abilities, apparently. I don't think I can walk in the water. No, yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do that. I didn't mean to walk back inside. Don't quite have enough money. It just gives you HP ups faster, which is useful. It's certainly useful. When I come across a monster where I think maybe one of these abilities is probably going to be pretty good against them, I think we'll start to see some even more upward mobility there. Okay, now we got enough. Oh, she gained even more HP. I'll top off her HP first and then see how much money we got. Oh, we got enough. We can go buy one piece of armor. Is it from you? No. It's the other guy. There we go. You get gold! Alright, who wants it? I guess I'm just gonna go down the line here. Here you go, buddy. And let's save. Let's do that 2 more times. Then I'm gonna want to buy some of these magic abilities. And if we can buff up these humans a bit, that would also be very helpful. I'm really genuinely starting to think, man, it's a mistake to not go 4 mutants. But oh well, this is the game we're playing now. I've committed. The randomness of the mutant improvement is a little bit erratic, but it's not that bad. It's going quicker than gaining money to be able to spend on my humans. How's it going, Doom Train? I thought you were up here with me. You gonna be circling my feet again some more? Huh? Do. I think the armor ability is just raise your defense stat. I think. Like I'll just do it just for the sake of doing it. I don't think you're going to physically see a noticeable difference on screen. I think that's what that is. Somebody fight me so that I can use the ability. Just to see what happens. Doing an experiment. Here we go. You do that, you do that, you do that, and then you... Armor. Yeah, defense is up by 99. Yeah. Got him. 168 GP. Oh, what's on my shirt? Oh, Zom 100. Hold on. There you go. I wrote the closed captions for Zom 100, so when it was airing on Toonami, I think you can go watch it. Specifically, if you watch it on Hulu, I don't know if it shows up correctly on Crunchyroll or not. And they only kind of partly used my closed captions on Netflix, but definitely on Hulu. Those are completely mine, largely untouched. So, but the ones that ended up on Toonami were mine. It's an anime. Okay. What is Electro? Shoot, let's use it. Oh, agility is down by 0. Golly. How's my health? Fine. Totally fine. It does have, like, a really, really good opening. The opening theme for Zom 100 is very good. Got him. These lizards ain't doing shit to me anymore. There we go, something different. Albatross. You actually hit me. Unacceptable. Well, finally have to go back to the inn. Man, I just about had enough gold to be able to buy some more armor, too. Do-do-do-do. Fight! Do it! Got him. Alright. That's enough money. Go get that armor. Sweet. Who needs it, I think? Our other human here. Leaving only Bark the Mutant without that gold armor. Time to go run around, get some more gold armor. That'll be the last gold armor. Then we better start raising some of our humans' stats. Yeah, it's like a Super GameCube. That Steam machine. I don't know how to feel about it, because my PC is a pretty good PC. Pretty good gaming machine on top of a good video editing machine and stuff like that. So I don't know if I need, like, a PC console. But it does look very, very cool. The Gabe Cube, yeah. Come on. Let me fight, like, those skeletons again. The group of 2 skeletons. That would be good. They give a lot of money. Well, for people who don't already have a gaming PC, that is very, very true. Oh, Len got more health again. I like consoles a lot, don't get me wrong. I buy all the consoles. I am behind right now on the Switch 2. I do not yet have the Switch 2, but I am a sucker for collecting consoles. Both of my mutants are doing pretty okay with HP at this point. Pretty good gaining of HP. Yeah, we need to start boosting our humans soon. Yeah, the lizard meat would be good if we had monsters in our party, and we do not have monsters in our party. Three to 4 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. I've wanted a Steam Deck for a real long time, but I don't know. I don't know if I would want to. I don't know if I need to take my PC games with me anywhere. I only go so many places. If I were taking mass transportation more often, I think it would be more useful. Like if I lived in New York or something, or if I lived closer to the train line out here even, and I used the train line way more often. I want a Steam Deck, but I can't rationalize it because I guess I play my PC games in bed. But by the time I'm in bed, I'm like genuinely just going to sleep. I don't go to bed until I'm like, I cannot stay awake anymore, and then I just conk the hell out. Typically. $190 GP. Need another 110 to get that last piece of armor and then move on to a new goal. God of War with no hitches or anything on that Lenovo, huh? It's not bad. This process just takes so long is all. It's not hard, it just takes so long. Come on, give me, like, the skeletons. What if I go, like, in this corner of the screen? Well, at least I got an albatross. That's a little different. Alright, no worries, Katie. Thank you for swinging by. Appreciate you being here again. Somebody got hit, right? Poor dude. Poor dude got hit. Let's go save him. He's not dying or anything, but... More lizards! So why am I back to my human not being able to hit anything? Again. Why is that happening? Yeah, more agility, again, clearly seems to be the answer, but, like, I'm confused why it is. I raised his agility, and then he started hitting. He started off not being able to hit anything in the first place. Just nothing. Which already was very strange, and then I raised his agility, and then he started hitting things, and now he's again, like, not hitting things. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, there's my last piece of armor for the last person who was not wearing any armor. Great. All good. Save. We've got no money. But I don't think anybody's gonna die anytime soon. Now we gotta go make some more money. We gotta raise these human stats something fierce. Let's go. Give me a monster. I need agility. Need agility and I need HP, but like... we'll get there eventually, I guess. There's a zombie at least. Thank you, zombie. I still want to know where all those skeletons went. Hey there, Kane, how are you doing? Good, good. 80s sweater zombie. Well, it was 1989, so that's fair. He was fashionable. He was hipping with the times. Here we go. Once again, the shitty samurai. Oh, we got him in a single hit! Ah, that's great. Well, yeah, I hope your day does improve. I know what it's like to be waiting on work from maintenance people. That is not fun. I have been there. I empathize. I get it. Now, let's stay up in this corner. At least we're not fighting so many lizards. Let's do that some more. Ooh, when did we learn Flame? Let's just do it. Ooh, shit! That's pretty good. 160 GP. Good, good. We're doing okay. Ah, lizards! Go away! Well, he did in fact go away. After being hit, he went away. I might be able to. What if I cross the bridge just a little bitty bit? What if I'm on the bridge? Will something fight me if I'm on the bridge? What if I'm just barely across the bridge? Tempting fate over here. More zombies. Yeah, the equipment slots are weirdly locked. You can still equip them, but like they're way down at the bottom. I don't know. Weird design feature in the menu. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I agree. I completely agree with you. I'll stay on this side of the bridge for a while because we seem to be getting into fights with slightly fewer lizards over here. I was getting bored by the lizards. Continued on into the Frontier installments and beyond. Ugh. Ugh. 89 was a pretty big year for games. What else came out in 89? I feel like I'm gonna agree, and I just don't rightly remember exact dates for certain games. I like the way this woman walks. She could... her hands kind of flapping like that. Mega Man 2? God, yeah, that soundtrack. What a powerhouse of an NES soundtrack. So we did run into a lizard. That sucked. We got enough to go raise some agility again. I am very upset with my human's agility. I'd like to raise their HP, but like, we gotta do something about this agility real bad. Maybe even strength. Agility or strength? Dude. Maybe it should be strength instead. We already tried to boost my dude's agility once, okay? What if I do strong instead? Don't worry, we'll come back to that agility again. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go, dude. Yeah, this was just almost a proof of concept for where Saga could really go, you know? It is very rough by comparison to later installments. Oh, one of my mutants here, Bark over here, his armor went up again. Or his HP went up again. I guess let's go top him off. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you're fine. I need to be able to see a dude hit something. Nope, he didn't get to hit. It's fine. I mean, if we're doing one-hit damage with any other member of the party, that is also fine. An amusing Let's Play of this? What happens in that Let's Play? What do they do that is, do they, like, overpower their characters? What are some interesting decisions they're doing as they play this? Because there is a little bit of freedom here that I do think gives the possibility for some really amusing results. Do they do anything neat with a monster party? Oh, dude is still hitting for only 1 HP. I am very confused. I've got like one dead weight party member. I kinda don't understand what has happened here. They gave the characters personalities. Right now I'm getting a lot of personality out of Dude here, and his personality is the fucking Shaggy of the Scooby-Doo gang. Just mostly useless. My human dude is not nearly that interesting. My human dude is lucky that we are dragging him along for the ride right now, as far as I'm concerned. Eats every piece of meat they come across. Which is funny because my understanding is, like, you really want to be careful about what pieces of meat you give to your monster in order to get them to progress the way you want them to progress. If he just doesn't care what happens to his monster, that is very funny. Gonna have to buy some new swords soon. Oh. Our mutants are really taking off without our humans, leaving them in the dust as far as HP is concerned. $233 GP. Retro Homebrew, hello! How are you doing? This entire stream is just gonna be nothing but this. Just trying to get the GP in order to buy the abilities and stuff that we want. Actually, speaking of abilities, we can go get an ability real fast. Why don't we go do that? We should be learning some magic. Our mutants should learn some magic. Here we go. Let's learn. Let me get out of here. Not this vendor. This vendor. Ice. Oh, I don't have enough GP for that? What? How much was that? Oh, they're 500. Never mind. They're more expensive than I thought. Let me go back outside. So, never mind. I will not get the magic for a while. We do not need to eat the meat. We could, but it would do nothing. Oh, we've got enough to go raise somebody's stats. Let's raise somebody's stats. I will... I'll raise HP. We haven't done that yet. Wait, that actually didn't cost a whole lot, right? I'm gonna give it to dude here. Well, heck, let's buy it again. It only costs 100. Okay, it's pretty good. Alright, let's get into more fights. Raise some more stats. Yeah! I don't know why it's called HP 200. Doesn't seem to raise anything by 200 at all. I do not know why they made that decision. Maybe there's a better explanation somewhere on the internet. Heck, if I look at this guide, HP 200 costs 100. Make sure your HP is... There's HP 200s, 400s, and 600s. They don't actually... You can raise it up to 200 HP with it. That's a good explanation. That's a very good explanation. Sort of seems to me like that would make, if we got our human characters up to 200 HP, that would be a pretty good indication we need to start leaving the area and moving on forward. Although, increasing our agility and our strength also sounds pretty good to me. I need to check what our limits of that are as well. We got another new ability here. Kinesis? I don't know what it does. I don't remember what it does. I'm gonna use it though. Didn't get a chance to find out, really. Cheaper just to buy the 400 HPs. The HP 400s. That makes sense. Oh, I'm gonna have to go and heal because guess what? Len got more health. Let's go top her off. Alright, pretty good. Both our mutants really are kinda killing it right now. $99 for non-HP stats. You can raise them up to 255, but not really recommended. What is the rationale behind not raising them to 255? Oh, I didn't even get a chance to figure out what it was Kinesis actually does. Oh, it just wraps back to 0. That's fair. Oh, he's paralyzed. Okay, cool. Much like a Pac-Man screen. Yeah. Didn't realize they didn't, like, force you to stop, but okay. 1 second here. Okay. How much? Okay, 179 GP right now. Yeah, the fact that they even let you loop back around at all is kind of, well, why don't you let them stop? Ooh, we learned ice at some point? Neat. If my mutants keep healing, and I keep trying to top off their health, I'm not gonna have a whole heck of a lot of money to be able to do upgrades. Because otherwise, if I want to go, I could just ignore their health, right? But then, if I keep getting into battles, and they keep improving, then the inn will cost an outrageous amount of money. If I ever want to actually do legitimate healing and I won't have enough money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, Kaido, no worries. I'm probably going to go about another hour. I thought I might make this short since all we're doing is running around in circles. But actually kind of watching the growth of our characters has been kind of entertaining. That having been said, though, I'm just going to take a quick restroom break. Just 2 minutes. I'll be right back with you guys. OMG BRB. Okay, how about we get some more character progression in here? What's our GP at right now? 245. Health is getting pretty high on those mutants. So I better start raising some agility again. I really don't like how our human dude is just not doing anything. I really had to make it official, yeah. It's the Final Fantasy legend. Like, have you heard the legend of Final Fantasy? I've unfortunately gotta go buy another weapon. But we've got enough GP also to raise another stat. First, let's equip... Who was it who just lost their rapier? Was it Bark? Oh, Bark still has one swing left on his. We'll have to buy him one in a second, but for right now, I'm gonna buy... Let's go with more agility. Maybe one of these days, we will actually have enough agility to hit things for more than 1 damage. Critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. I hear that's legendary. Yeah, Frontier, Saga Frontier is like... Yeah, you can power level some lower level dudes like nobody's business. Len initiates an attack. I guess that means that I started the fight. I get the first round in there. Yeah, you kind of have to already be on board with MMOs to really enjoy 14. And for the most part, I like MMOs pretty well. But there is something of a barrier to entry, somewhat. Oh, wait. Why do I have 2 of these in my inventory? Oh, no. Here, cast some ice, I guess. Okay, hold on. How did that end up there? Surely it was from me doing something stupid. Here you go, buddy. Have that weapon back. And unfortunately, the base game of Final Fantasy XIV, I think, is still a little rigid. I think it's more fun than World of Warcraft, but I don't know. Koji Fox, really, Christopher Koji Fox, he's the localizer, right? He does a bulk of the translations, right? I don't gel very well with the way he writes. I still think that it's kind of too rigid, a fantasy, kind of, the way it's written, the dialogue is a little up its own ass, and I don't actually think that it presents itself as such in Japanese. It takes a few expansions before it doesn't feel like that nearly as much anymore. It does have the it gets really good after 40 hours problem. And the problem is that it really does get good. But you have to wade through the 40 hours. Yeah. You have to get to the expansions before I really feel like the writing improves. '15 and 16... They've each got their own sets of, well, parts of it were good. They had some good ideas. Neither one of them would I consider to be anywhere close to my favorites. I just feel like, I don't necessarily want Final Fantasy to stop trying new things. However, it comes with the unfortunate caveat that yeah, I think we've lost some identity. I don't think Final Fantasy has an identity anymore. And meanwhile, I get it. They've been trying new shit since the beginning. Ever since, oh, well, we did this in Final Fantasy 1. What if we did something, like, radically different with the battle mechanics or the progression system in Final Fantasy 2? Oh, what if we introduced a job system in Final Fantasy 3? You know, they were already trying drastically new things every time, which is fine. And yet, something about it was still kinda identifiable as Final Fantasy, and then it unfortunately came with the leaving of Sakaguchi, and there will be people who are like, don't deify Sakaguchi or anything, or if you just want Sakaguchi games, go follow him to Mistwalker, which, believe me, I do. I follow that man, the Mistwalker. I love Mistwalker's solo RPGs quite a bit. Those are very good games. I like those games a lot. I don't think you have to play Final Fantasy to get the old Final Fantasy feeling, and maybe to expect Final Fantasy to continue to feel like Final Fantasy is asking a bit much. Check it out. P-Blast! Just, I feel like Sakaguchi was kind of the glue holding everything together, and I don't think that's just my opinion, I think that's also the opinion of a bunch of the people who were working at Square. So when people on the internet say, oh, you're holding Sakaguchi in way too high regard, I don't know, man, maybe ask the other people who worked with him, who said that they also looked up to him like, oh, holy shit, this is the guy holding us all together. And every human being is fallible, right? So he goes off to Hawaii, he really spearheads the making of the Spirits Within. And the Spirits Within bombed horrifically, and somebody had to pay for that, so eventually he had to quit the company, as if to take the blame for everything. Never mind the fact that I think that Square management also held a lot of responsibility for the way some things happened, but fine. I guess nobody wants to actually blame management for anything. But that Hawaiian studio did quite a bit of work. I mean, they held down quite a bit of work for Final Fantasy IX. Without that Hawaiian studio, man, Final Fantasy IX would not be nearly as good as it is. The first Final Fantasy that released after he left was 12. He was still involved with 10, a little bit of 11, his name is still on 10-2, but he was like 1 foot out the door at 10-2. And I think that Square was real. This was right before. You'll look at Japanese original boxes for Final Fantasy X-2, and it still says Square Soft, but it didn't release in America until that merger happened between Square and Enix, so all the American boxes say Square Enix on them. This is that transition period right there, you know? I think already by that point, Sakaguchi is like 1 foot out the door. The company is like, oh, if we just make a game that's basically an asset flip of an older game, we're gonna recoup some losses that way. And I don't know. I admittedly have not done a bunch of research on how involved Sakaguchi was in 10-2. Then Sakaguchi's like last major credit at all, they gave him a special thanks in 12. But it's just a special thanks, like he didn't actually have any, he did no work on 12, so I agree, 9 is the best one. That's the best one. I like 10-2's gameplay quite a bit. I thought it was very, very good. Not thrilled with the story. I don't like that it undoes this kind of self-sacrifice idea of Tidus at the end of 10. Brownie. But I think 10-2 is a fun game. Oh, I got enough money to do something with this. Let's go do something with this. Well, I have played it, and I do think part of the story is dumb. I don't necessarily think the entire concept is dumb. I think the idea of visiting a Spira, a world that now has to figure out, all the people on that planet have to figure out who they are without their horrific death god swooping in and killing everybody once every few years. Now with that looming threat no longer there, and it turns out their religion that almost everybody followed was all a big complete sham, what do you do with that? That concept, I think, is a very interesting concept. I don't necessarily agree with the execution all the way through, but I think the idea is not a horrible idea. Why don't we? I'll do another strong. Can I see my stats? Like... Yeah, we can see our stats. Okay. Your strength is 4. What is Dude's strength at? It's at 14! So why is it that he sucks so fucking bad at hitting anything? His agility is 8. Okay, his agility finally matches the character I started with. If Dude still can't hit anything, then I'm gonna be very confused. Don't rapiers use agility for damage? Yeah, that was my belief as well, and yet Dude is not hitting anything. Mars is hitting stuff. Dude, however, is giving me issues, so I don't really know what's going on. I've raised his agility 2 or 3 times now. He has the same agility as Mars. So I don't... He needs the other kind of sword? I guess so. The next time he runs out of... Like, let me look at his equipment. When he does like another 30 swings, I'll get him a different sword or something. I didn't mean to come back in here. I don't know why I'm walking around up in town. I guess I could just keep boosting the shit out of his agility. Like... I'm probably gonna spend quite a bit of time away from the stream boosting some other stats. And then maybe he'll be a powerhouse. I don't know. I knew that's what it was, that they had made a difference between men and women. Which is real fucking dumb. But yeah, the women are the agility-based ones, and the men are not. I hate. How much is that other sword? 'Cause I think it's expensive. Well, he can afford the longsword. Shoot, let's do it. Let's just do it now. You get long. Thank you, game. Let's try it. Means I'm gonna have to run around acquiring more GP all over again, but we're gonna try it. Somebody come out here. Somebody come out here and let dude hit him with a longsword. What, did I not equip him with the longsword? I thought I did. Did I switch it with the wrong person? I might have switched it with the wrong person. Or did I just not even go in there? It's fine. It's fine. I'm getting money back anyway. It's fine. Long. Hello? Okay. Got him. Alright. But it's getting to a point now where my mutants are doing all the hits. Which I guess is okay. It's fine. I hate gender lock classes. Hate that. Nope, don't like it. Some MMOs do that, you know? Hate that. Get him. Okay, I think... Did we finally get dude to attack this time? He is hurting more. Well, that's not nothing, I guess. Ooh, Red Bull. New enemy, at least. Got him. didn't even get to find out how hard the Red Bull could hit. What's our HP looking like now? Oh, I better go heal my mutants, because they just keep gaining health. Bye-bye. Push the bull into the ocean. Yeah. See, that's a good reference. I'm done with you lizards. Doing pretty okay. One more fight and we can go, upgrade somebody else's stats. Maybe I'll finally start upgrading Mars's stats here. Swing, swing, swing! And also swing. Good, getting rid of lizards in a single hit. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's raise... I'll go ahead and raise Mars's agility. You get agility. There we go. Who was running low on... Oh, okay. You still got a rapier all the way down here. You're using a longsword now. You've only got 6 swings left on that. You've got 37. I've at least got this one rapier still in my inventory, so I won't have to buy one for a little while. I better save. What's my agility at right now, in fact? 12. Let's see how hard she can swing now. Uh-huh. Well, she's not gonna be swinging anytime soon if these mutants keep getting ahead. Fight. Oh, we're gonna have to heal our mutants again, because they just keep getting more HP. Rapier's doing 14 damage out of Mars right now. It's a little better. That's an improvement. Josh brought me home a brownie yesterday. Only just now getting to it. So I guess we'll keep going about another half hour. We'll see how far we can push these stats. And then when we play again on Friday, we'll actually do real progression in this game. Yeah, Dude's longsword is doing a little bit better work here now, finally. That's fair, that's fine. Always more lizards. Ah, we got more health too. One swing and one hit. Bye-bye. Okay, let's save. There's thankfully not, it's kind of a relief unless you're trying to level grind, right? That it's not just an overwhelming amount of random battles, that the encounter rate isn't super high. I didn't mean to use a P-Blast, but it's kind of cool. Lizard defeated. So the lizards are about 60 HP. What's our GP at? 257. This is going very well for earning gold. Earning enough money to be able to do anything. Who knows? Maybe when you see me on Friday, I will just be outrageously superpowered. Maybe we've unlocked the mystery behind this progression. What do we do now? What do we raise? What stat do we raise? Why don't we raise... HP! Oh, let's do that like 3 times. We're gonna give all of them to Mars for now. Well, before I do, let's make sure that we can actually heal up all that HP. Alright, we would not have enough money to be able to heal up 1 more HP, so... run around a little bit more. Good damage. Now let's use it. Should be enough HP, enough money to be able to heal that up. I think I would like to get them up to about 200 HP, right? And then we'll stop boosting their HP at that point. Yeah, somebody was saying that there was another trailer out for the Mario Galaxy movie. I haven't seen it yet. I should spend some time doing that. Looking at it. Hell, I think right now I'm gonna spend a lot of time just grabbing a bunch of HP 200s. Honestly. Brie Larson as Rosalina. Okay. I know a lot of the internet is not a huge fan of Brie Larson, but I say fuck 'em. I don't care. I like Brie Larson well enough. I'm glad that Brie Larson didn't just kind of disappear after just annoying waves of harassment from, like, comics gators and shit. Are haters mad right now? Like, that news is broken and, like, it would not shock me to find out that haters be hating at this moment in time. That would not surprise me if you told me that that was happening. I bet it's happening. I'll probably find out later today. Alright, let's gain some more HP. You know, I bet now that, I bet the hammer is associated with strength rather than agility, right? So I bet our dude would actually be really good with these hammers now. Bunch of guys that built an entire career around being angry about Brie Larson existing. Oh, I can guarantee you, they're about to get a fat YouTube paycheck all over again. After all this. Pretty good. Why do they have issues with Brie Larson? Woke shit is kinda... She's a feminist. I don't know. That and she just happened to be a woman in a Marvel movie. A movie that's about a woman character. I don't know, man. And like... They just wanted to say go woke, go broke, and that the reason why her movie didn't do as hot as other Marvel movies was because it was so fucking woke. I don't know. I can't explain what the fuck goes through these dudes' heads, okay? It's bad. It's dumb. It was also a movie about a woman not staying put in her place by a man. It's absolutely correct. Mind you, I didn't think it was the best Marvel movie ever either, but it wasn't like, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth getting mad about. It's just not, it's not that deep. It's not that upsetting. I don't know. Yeah, she's got supporters for sure. Yeah, imagine how angry you must be all the time. How much everything in this world must make you upset if, like, if these are the things that you're having to drum up anger about. How absolutely panicked you must be at the entire world around you all the time. Mind you, everything I hear suggests that many of these YouTubers don't even necessarily subscribe to that belief systems themselves, and the entire thing is an act because it makes them money, which is not great either because it means they do not have scruples and are willing to be performative literally only for the sake of the money and the notoriety that doing all that shit can get them. But it does also mean, unfortunately, there is a very real, hungry, angry fan base for that kind of shit. Unfortunately, there are people that are really fucking mad about it to cater to in the first place, so... Brie Larson, being in a movie is the height of your problems. Brie Larson is the reason why I can't get a job or find a girlfriend, or for everyone accuses me of sexual harassment. I don't know, man. All Brie Larson's fault. No, it's the children who are wrong. Negativity is just really easy to stoke, which is why, you're absolutely right. YouTube is one place that almost encourages it. And then Twitter encouraged getting into fights, you know? Because getting angry gets people riled up and interacting with shit. If you're angry, you go and seek out continuing to be more angry. Anger is a really stupid thing to experience in some cases. There's some righteous anger that you can have. Look at the world around us. Things happening in this country right now, things happening abroad. There's some things to be righteously angry about. Human lives actually suffering, okay? Meanwhile, Brie Larson. Meanwhile, Brie Larson exists. God, the Kelly Marie Tran stuff really upset me. Oh shit, I don't have enough GP to heal myself up. It really upset me the way she got ran off social media. She didn't fucking do anything, you know? Upsetting. I hate it. Heinous. Heinous. Okay, let me go heal. The Fandom Menace, as they call themselves. Boy, did they nail that naming scheme, I guess. Menace is the correct word. Unfortunately, they're proud of it. Garbage people, man. I'm pretty sure I also have an Encyclopedia Dramatica entry. Man, that thing was built in like the year 2009 too. And they also have a lot of information wrong, like they've mistaken me for Jesu Otaku, for one thing. At the time, I guess they just... It was easier to mix up two people. They also thought that I worked for Anime News Network, and I didn't, like... Encyclopedia Dramatica was weird, man. These damn lizards. Oh, we've almost got enough to buy one more ability. Is it zero media literacy, or is it just... Sometimes I think people know, and they just don't want to know. Right? Like willful ignorance. Like, I wish the world were a certain way that it isn't, and then they just kinda... Oh, if I've got 2 of these Electros, I'm just gonna use one. Oh shoot, I need to equip another weapon. Equip. Conservative Star Trek fans. Man, remember Space Abraham Lincoln? That's one I always go back to, and I'm just like, so am I the only person who remembers Space Abraham Lincoln? Conservative Star Trek fans. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Holy shit, motherfucker. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Son of a bitch. What the hell? I've played a little bit of Star Trek Online. Yeah, I never made it very far, but it was enjoyable enough. I've got enough to buy 2 more of these HP boosters. We'll go about another 15 minutes. That'll be a nice full 3 hours at that point, since I started just a little bit late. Gonna boost you once. I don't think I got enough money to go to the inn. I've got just enough to top off at the end. And then let's use the other one. We're gonna go until we hit that 200 wall. And then switch over to boosting the other human up to 200 HP. And then I'll work on other stats. We'll see what happens. I still haven't seen Lower Decks. There's a lot of more recent Star Trek that I haven't watched. But, you know, I blew through the entirety of, original series, Next Generation, quite a bit of Deep Space Nine and, why am I blanking on what's her captain's show name? Didn't complete those, but, I've got quite a bit of Star Trek under my belt. Voyager, yeah. Janeway. And how much? Okay, we've got 300 GP. I like Tuvix. I like Tuvix quite a bit. Oh no, there's an Encyclopedia Dramatica page. I very specifically remember it said she's constantly bragging about how often she gets to go to Japan and you're not. I thought Encyclopedia Dramatica has constantly gotten raised from the dead, gotten new hosting, and been copied over. You might have to look for my maiden name under Kaylin Dixon. Depends on how way back you're looking in the way back, I guess. Would have had to have been somewhere between 2009 and 2012, I guess. And anywhere after that. Like, the Encyclopedia Dramatica article wasn't even that painful. Certainly not by comparison to Kiwi Farms. If only because it was so fucking dumb. It's just real dumb. And so much shit is just flat out wrong. It's just real dumb. Go ahead and exit. Item HP 200. We're getting close to that 200 HP. We're getting there. Oh, we don't have enough GP to be able to heal at the end. That's fine, we just need like one fight. Oh yeah, we have just been walking around outside town for 3 hours. This has been the whole game. Don't worry, next time we'll go somewhere. On Friday we will actually go somewhere. I promise. Got a lot of kinesis going on here. Yeah, Los Angeles doesn't have a very good shot at seeing an Aurora Borealis anytime soon. The only time I understand somebody really going after somebody else is like, there have to be some pretty damning human rights violations, right? Otherwise, you're right, like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to be screaming about how you just really don't like a person. It's like, I recently was talking about Busy Street back in the day, which was against my will that I was bringing it up at all in the first place, right? because some asshole decided he wanted to make some AI generated video using my voice, and then put the Busy Street like logo down in the corner. And if you weren't on Blue Sky for me talking about it, so Busy Street way back in the day was like some asshole's blog who was just extraordinarily dedicated to how much he hated Channel Awesome. It was like 3 years straight of this shit, and every person who was involved with Channel Awesome hated Doug Walker for stupid reasons. They're not even the good reasons to hate Doug Walker. They were the stupid reasons. It's just like, oh, he just didn't think he was funny. Okay? I mean, I don't think he's very funny, but, like, I don't care. That's not a reason to... The reason to not like Doug Walker is because he just doesn't care about anybody other than himself. That's why you hate Doug Walker, okay? This guy, like, he took it to such a level, like, such incredible dedication, like, I'm gonna watch everything he does, and then I'm gonna write the most incredibly in-depth articles you've ever fucking seen in your life, and I'm gonna go piece by piece. I'm gonna go through any post that Channel Awesome makes. I'm gonna go through the posts that happen on their forums. I'm gonna go through the posts of their blog sections. I'm gonna go through like fans of his, okay? And I'm gonna make fun of his fans, and I'm gonna make fun of all the contributors, and like, blog after blog after blog, and then he, like, brought on other people who were also like him to also do literally the exact same shit, and it was like 3 years of Busy Street stuff. And now, in the year 2025, mind you, the guy who ran Busy Street, okay, since he eventually took it offline, it unfortunately, at a certain point in time before it went offline, kind of started collaborating with the forum Dead Horse Interchange. If you don't know what Dead Horse Interchange is, think Kiwi Farms, but very specifically honed in on Channel Awesome people, right? Those guys are still going. To this day, those guys won't shut the fuck up. They've really, like, made former Channel Awesome people the entirety of their existence, okay? They took what this kid did 15 fucking years ago, and they decided, oh, he had some good ideas, actually, and we need to make the next 15 years of our life this shit, okay? 15 fucking years! So this guy disappeared, who ran Busy Street. He disappeared for several years, only to pop up later, and actually, to his credit, super fucking apologetic about it. Turns out he swung completely in the opposite, political direction to what you might think, okay? He's very sorry that he participated in any of that shit. It is unfortunate that the legacy he leaves behind is a bunch of fucking assholes who, still to this day, like, use the Busy Street moniker, with or without him, to go and, like, rip people to shreds, man. It's fucking strange. It's so fucking strange. This is Cinemassacre Truth. God. Who fucking cares? Who cares? Holy shit! There is nobody on the internet. There is no content creator on the internet that I care about to that extent. That does not exist. Like, once in a blue moon, I will have an interaction with a content creator, and then you treat them like a real person, and if they feel like treating you like a real person back, then you start a dialogue, and you build an acquaintance with them. Maybe, once in a blue moon, those creators become friends with each other. Okay? That sometimes happens. once in a blue moon, but it's not often, and it's on their own terms. But this parasocial shit where you think, these content creators should have done what I would have expected them to do, and since they didn't do that, they can all fucking die and go to hell. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Why do you care? Why do you care so much about some guy on YouTube? And like, he's not fucking hurting anybody, so long as they're not even hurting anybody. Like, your critique is, damn, I wouldn't have produced content that way. And then you decide, I'm gonna make this years of my life. Just years of my life. And I know there are gonna be people who, like, listen to me say shit like this and go, I can think of somebody that you dedicated years to your life to. Oh, that person, also touched women and children. So, like, it's not nothing to do with the content they were involved in, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. Hydrate, thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. Let's get into, like, one more fight. And then probably wrap this up. Who brought up CA first? This kinda, don't worry, this evolved really naturally, okay? Largely because the topic of Encyclopedia Dramatica came up, and so this it spiraled out of that to equally related content, right? Don't worry, this was not fueled by anybody in here saying or doing anything wrong or anything like that. Nobody has done anything wrong. It's all good. We're like, channel awful. Got it. I think we can get one more HP upgrade and then save and stop. Nothing wrong this time! I'm sure someone eventually will come in here and try and pick a fight, and then we'll have to have this conversation all over again, but actually get mad at somebody in the room. No, but I'm not mad at anybody in this room right now. Went to high school with Doug's wife. No kidding. I have nothing to say one way or the other about his wife. I certainly would not bring her into my issues with Doug himself. Okay. Let's use this on this guy right here. And then I might have enough GP to be able to heal that HP we just earned. Yeah, we're good. Let's go ahead and save there. And, I think I'll try and save state, too. Here we go. Select. Yeah, just the first. Did it save? I'm not even sure if it saved or not. That should have saved. Yeah, that saved. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the Game Boy game itself only gives me one save slot. I'm not too worried about my characters completely party wiping at the moment. Thankfully. That's not my concern. However, I am concerned that I might get myself into a sticky situation with only one save slot. Or that maybe if I physically save the game on the ROM, that, I don't know, the save won't hold or something. I had that happen many years ago. And just from that point on, I always, like, save stated on top of my ROM save. Just to add that extra barrier of safety. So, the GBCDX mod. I don't know what that is. No, I'm just playing it straight. There's also, I kind of talked about this earlier, they re-released these games in one compilation pack, I think for Switch. I don't know if it ended up going to other platforms other than the Switch, but I think it was digital only. It was released as a 3-pack of the Final Fantasy Legends 1, 2, and 3 all together, which is very good. Like, I encourage that, but the reason why I wanted to do this was because I kind of stated this right up front, but it was 3 hours ago. So, when you start that game up, there's like a screen that pops up that's like, these are released in their original conditions, but some things have been slightly altered because of the change in time or something like that. And I don't know what that is. I just wanted to play it the way that it came out for sure, and I don't want to be confused about what has been changed in the years since, so... sorry the ads just started, but I'm about to stop so you'll be able to replay the VOD. And I'm gonna go upload this VOD over to my VOD channel. Again, that's not the same channel as my regular Mars Girl channel. That's like youtube.com/MarsGirlVODs. Let me grab the link. I put it in there the last time we streamed, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it again real fast. Hold on. Your channel. Mars Girl VODs. There you go. So, anything that I'm talking about here, if you missed it in ads, the VOD will be up here on Twitch already. Like, it'll just automatically be available on Twitch, but I'm also going to immediately go and download this now and re-upload it over to my VOD channel, my VODs. The VODs, because somebody requested them, I'm deciding to go ahead and comply with that voiced interest in still having VODs available. So, yeah. Check back on anything you might have missed during the ads in the VODs. So, thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you being here with me in the middle of the week. I think even if we decided to go ahead and just continue the story right now, without me boosting any more abilities anymore, we probably could, but I think I'm gonna power up my characters even more than this before we start up again on Friday. Yeah, FF2 somehow, shockingly, only took 13 streams. Yeah. So yeah, let's do it. Let's power up these characters and see how much we can blow through on Friday, yeah? Yeah, they're gonna get pumped. I hope I get them real pumped. I think it'll be very interesting once I do that, because I remember as a kid, I did not do that, and I was very stressed and confused. But I think we can cheese this one, actually. Let's do it. Let's do that. Please do, if you are available, do come back on Friday. We'll do this again. I'll keep updating the VOD channel. I'll let you guys know how that's going. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate you being here today. Looking forward to seeing you again on Friday. So, see you soon. Bye for now.